Unless I just tell you the year I come here, I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, Miss Gertrude Jenkins, I'm here on history of Midway. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions, a few questions, and you answer them the best that you know how. Okay. Where were you born?
Monticello, Florida.
You were born at home?
I was born at home.
At home?
At home.
Okay. When did you come to Sanford?
26.
Do you know the reason why you come to Sanford?
Yeah.
What was the reason?
My husband was here.
Oh, your husband was here. Good. Where did you live when you was growing up?
I live in a place called Shell Point.
Shell Point. What chores were you responsible for?
Wait, now, ask me that question again. What you mean?
What chores you were responsible? What did you have to do when you was a child? What chores you had to do around the house?
Oh, I had to work in the field. I had to work in the field.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy was a farmer.
Mm-hmm. And what all did you do?
Well, I had plant corn, pick cotton.
Mm-hmm. Well, what did they use for plowing field in those days?
Mule.
A mule.
A mule.
Mm-hmm. As a child, if you had some money, what did you spend it on?
I didn't have no money.
Oh, they didn't give you no money?
They didn't give me no money.
They didn't give you nothing?
No.
You just worked?
Just wait.
And that was it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He took care of the children. He took care.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what kind of games did y'all play as a child?
We didn't play no games.
You did? No?
No. Daddy wouldn't let us play no games.
You had no recollection?
No. Let me go to school.
That was it?
That was it. Go to school and church, and that was it.
That's something else, man. Do you remember any songs your family sung or your friends that y'all used to sing together?
Yes. I remember Papa used to sing to us every night, "Nero, my God to thee."
Sing you to sleep with those?
Yes, sir.
Some kind of lullaby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What expressions or saying did you recall hearing often around the house?
Nothing.
You never had any kind of expressions?
No.
Or nothing?
No.
Okay. What about jokes? Did people tell jokes back at that time?
Yes, my daddy used to tell us old jokes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was some of them?
He told us. I can't remember now, but I can't remember the jokes he used to tell us. That was laughing.
Yeah.
Have fun at night.
Okay, mostly at night. Did they sell any ghost stories, stuff like
No.
that? No.
No.
Okay. What do you consider to be good Sanford cooking? Anything you likes to cook? Everybody you know used to cook it.
Oh yes, yeah, I likes to cook chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah, chicken is my favorite.
Yeah.
Chicken is my favorite.
Anything else go with it?
Yes, rice. Chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice is my favorite.
All right. Well, do you recall going to church?
Yes.
Many times?
Many times.
And they had church picnics?
Yes, we used to have church picnic.
And they used to be real
Yeah.
fun?
Real fun.
What y'all used to do, or what they used to serve like, mostly?
Lemonade.
So what kind of foods?
Oh, well, we have lemonade, cake. Have lemonade and cake.
Yeah, because I remember when we used to go on picnics years when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
I remember watermelons. And we used to go to a place around a river somewhere. That's all I remember, a river.
Oh, you remember.
They used to baptize people that way. You used to go down to the river and baptize them.
Yeah.
They didn't baptize them in pools. They baptized them
In the river.
in the river.
I was baptized in the river.
Yeah?
By myself.
By yourself?
By myself. Well, nobody but me baptized that Sunday. I baptized by myself. Carried me in the water by myself.
Mm-hmm. What year that was in?
Oh, Dick, I can't remember the year now. Can't remember the year now. But I think I was I was 15 years old.
15?
Yep. And I was baptized.
Mm-hmm.
By myself.
By yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you go to school at?
Maloney. The place you used to call Maloney.
Mm-hmm. What grades did they have back in them times?
Well, they had from the 8th to the 9th.
8th to the 9th grade?
Mm-hmm.
As far as they went?
As far as they went there.
Mm-hmm.
8th to the 9th.
8th to the 9th grade?
Yes, then you had to go off to college.
Well, you didn't have no 11, 12?
Nope.
You go from 9th grade to college?
Right. That was way back deep. Way back. Way back. I remember when my sister went to college. 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Started to college. That's been years deep. That's been over. Long time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember that.
And you don't know the name of the college she went to?
No, I can't remember that.
Okay. All right.
We didn't never call it college then. You know what we call it? High school.
High school?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they call it high school.
High
It's
school,
college.
yeah, they didn't say no college.
Mhm.
What they say is now. It's going up to high school.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying. But when you was growing up on Saturday nights, what did you do? What did you do on Saturday nights? Did people go out to dances, or they stayed home?
No.
Or
We were never allowed to go out to no dances. Neither no shows.
no shows, no?
No dance.
That mostly was the norm of everybody?
Yes, sir.
You stayed home?
Stayed home.
Okay. Okay. Well, at what age would y'all allowed to start dating?
Beg pardon?
Dating, courting.
Courting?
Yeah.
Oh.
When did they allow y'all to court? What age?
I was 15 when I started courting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then how did they do it? Did the guy have to come and?
Yeah. Yeah. The young man would come and sit on the porch. Do his talk at 6 o'clock. He'd get off my daddy porch.
Yeah.
Go home. He'd stay there no longer.
Mm-hmm.
That was his rules.
6 o'clock.
Yes, sir. That was his rules.
What do you particularly remember about holidays in the past? Like Christmas or parades or 4th of July? What you can remember about those? What did y'all get for gifts?
No, we
Stuff on
got
Christmas.
a lot of things for Christmas. We used to get dolls, wagons, balls. Oh, they used to buy us a lot of things for Christmas.
But wagons and stuff were like the wagons they get now, tin wagons, or what they
Little
were?
tin wagons. The children pull around little tin wagons.
Just like these?
Yeah, just a little 4 wheels on it.
Mm-hmm.
I see Jake got one for his board. I often looked at it and laughed. I used to pull my brother in that wagon.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, like Midway, what do you remember about Midway? When you come here in 1926, what do you remember about Midway?
I remember when I come here in 26, kind of wake, like you mean wake the people do,
Mm-hmm.
and what the register's paying.
Yeah, what was that? Just tell me about Midway.
I wake for 75 cents a day, from sun to sun.
Mm-hmm.
75 cents a day in Midway.
Mm-hmm.
From time to time, you know, we just come up.
What kind of work was being done? Cereal cutting? Or?
No, I won't cut no cereal. I was putting plants, what we call cereal plants. I remember that good.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't cutting no cereal.
Mm-hmm. You was cutting plants.
I ain't cutting no cereal. What I'm telling you about?
Yeah, they're gonna put it on there. Well, I mean, just tell me about Midway. When you come here and just tell me what all you remember about Midway and how many houses or what was the streets made of. All of this. Just tell me what kind of work they did and all that. All you remember. All you can remember.
All I can remember there, when I come to Sanford, there were no houses on City Avenue, but 2 houses. Well, 2 houses on 7th Avenue from Benfish Quarters, to Sanford. There's 2 houses on the right-hand side. When I first come to Sanford, there's only 2 houses. And Midway was there, but 1 or 2 houses, not many. Canaan, 1 store was in Canaan.
What's the name of it?
I don't know the name of it, but I know the man used to run it. Called him Fleming, Mr. Fleming.
Mr. Fleming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Fleming used to run that store in Canaan. Well, with 1 store in Canaan. But it was 2 or 3 little houses in Midway, the place they called Midway, but I don't know what was any place to run or not. I know there was 1 or 2 houses. And when we'd go to town, we'd see them 2 houses sitting down there. Dick, when I first come to Sanford, did you know Sanford have built up since I've been here? One of the houses on this street I'm on now, Tower. All this was woods when I come here. One of the houses along here when I come to Sanford was nothing but woods. Now, in Canaan, St. Matthew's was there when I come in.
They was there already?
Yeah, St. Matthew's was there. There was quite a few houses built around in Canaan, but not many. Not many. And we used to walk we used to call the place I was living on the 100. I don't know about the 100. We used to walk from that deep to town.
All the way down?
From all the way down south of town, we used to walk. You hear me? Walk. Automobiles?
Didn't have no automobiles?
No, just a few automobiles. Just a few. How we get to town? The boss man would let us have the mules in the wagon. Me and Abraham would go to town in the mules and wagons. From way down there to town. Drive a mule.
Okay.
This place have built up.
So there wasn't no roads like?
No. No hard roads? No. These hard roads just put around here since I've been in Sanford.
Yeah.
Dirt roads. It was dirt roads.
Dirt road?
Yes, sir. Sure was.
What, Sarah Richard?
Sarah Avenue? That was a dirt road when I first come in. They put that road service since I've been in Sanford. This was quite a house here. You could see a house sitting here and a house here on the woods.
There's woods everywhere?
Woods everywhere you could look. It was woods. But now it's cleaned up. Yeah. This place has really improved since I've been in Sanford. Really improved.
Well, you was here during the Depression time? What time was that? What was the Depression?
No. I was here in the time of that. But if people was giving people groceries. But I can't remember the year. But I was here. Because they used to give us clothes. White lady used to give us shoes.
Well, it wasn't from downtown. It was from people that were around you.
People around.
Just neighborhood people.
That's right.
Would give you handouts.
That's right. That's right. Not for downtown.
But when you worked during the Depression time, they paid you?
Oh, yeah.
You still got 75 cents a day?
75 cents a day. Okay. 75 cents a day. And when the man raised us from that to $1.25, oh boy, we thought we was making money.
He thought you were making some money?
We thought we were making some money when he paid us $1.25. 75 cents.
But you could buy a lot with that kind of money, right?
You could buy groceries. Would go from Saturday to Saturday, you'd have groceries. Out of that little bit of money. But now, what they giving us now, we won't go to Saturday to Saturday.
That's right.
Right, sure will. Sanford have really improved since I've been here.
Well, did y'all have ice boxes and television?
Ain't nothing about no ice box. Ain't nothing about no lights in the house.
You was in for electricity?
Did you know, since I moved in this house, you know what I was burning? In this house, I was burning kerosene in a bottle and put a rag in it and lit it for light. I'd hurry get supper done before dark, where we could out in that light. I didn't have no lights here. A long time, ain't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I got lights and water. Electric, now I got electric.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved here, I ain't had no lights.
You ain't had none of
I
that.
ain't had no lights.
And you wash clothes in regular...
Tub. Didn't know what a washing machine was. Now I don't know tubs.
Right?
Washing machine.
Yeah.
Wash my own clothes. Dry them. That's right.
But did they, okay, your stove was what? Wood burning stove?
Wood. Wood burning stove. Wood. Cook with wood.
Mm-hmm. What was your first experience when you first found out about electricity? Say they put electricity in your house and you found out about it. What, I mean, was it something strange to you after you first found out that it worked, or what did it was
strange to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I told my husband, I said, let's have our house wired up. He said, okay, if they come out this side wired up, I'll have it wired up.
Mm-hmm.
So they did. They went to putting posts, hard roads, and then we come along with our posts, lights, then we had our house wired up. Deacon here was so smoked up until when I did got lights, we had to redo the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was smoked up. Well, you couldn't help it because you didn't have nothing but kerosene.
You had nothing but kerosene?
No. So after we got lights, then the panel, pull that panel off there and see all that smoke out on there. You have to pan it over to cover that smoke.
Mm-hmm. Because you were burning kerosene?
Right. Lamp.
Kerosene lamp?
Yeah, I got a lamp in there now. I wouldn't take nothing for it. I wouldn't take nothing for my lamp.
The thing was a lot different.
Oh, it's a lot different now. Thanks to the Lord. God has brought us from a long ways, long way. Talking about a mighty long way. It's a long way. I thank you.
Now what was the thing? I mean, how was it? You know, how was it back there in those days? Like I don't know how it was. Was it real hard? Just tell me about some things that
really
you
hard.
know. You remember?
It's hard. It's hard back there in them days because you couldn't get you couldn't get no kind of water, but it's old sulfur water.
Mm-hmm.
You go to, I reckon you don't see this. Go to a well, it'll have something white, where the water be running all day, and it'd be white down there. It was sulfur.
Yeah, I remember. They called Cameron City like that.
All right, that's called it sulfur water.
Right.
But we used to drink that kind of water. That's the only kind of water. I went home twice. I told Abraham, I said, I can't take it. I can't stand that water. So they said, boil your water, Miss Jenkins, and put it up and it won't smell like that. So I went to boiling my water.
Mm-hmm.
But after coming water man coming along. I bought water.
So you used to buy water?
Yeah, I used to buy water. I'm buying water now. I used to buy water.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got city water in the house.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And our restrooms, our toilets, we didn't have nothing like that. I didn't have nothing like that when I moved here. You go way out to the other side and borrow a car.
Mm-hmm.
But now I can go right move along.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus.
They had no bathtub.
No, what kind of bathtub? We had these little round tin tubs. You had to get them tin tubs to take a bath.
Lower.
Lower. You didn't have these big ones like I see them making now these big ones. I got a big one out there. If I could have had a big one then, I'd have thought I had a bathtub. A little bit one. Now you got the old long big old bathtub there getting in this socket.
They love the brothers a long way.
He done brought us a long way. I can remember way back. We used to have a hard time. God have brought us. Oh yeah. I can't tell you all I can't remember way back. A lot of things I know I forgot. But I know we had a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
We're living now in another world. We're living now like people.
Mm-hmm. Back then it was hard to live.
Hard to live.
You wasn't making enough harder to just make,
Take care of yourself.
just to take care. How many kids you had?
12 each.
12?
6 girls and 6 boys.
Well, how y'all took care of that many kids?
I don't know. But we did. My husband used to draw his check on a Friday evening. He had $6.
$6. $6.
$6. Abraham. Did you remember my husband?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Abraham used to draw $6 a week. That's since I've been here in this house. $6. But we fed them children and clothes and shoes. And look at it. It's easy then. Look at it to us now.
Hmm.
Sure did.
What kind of clothes they wore? I mean, what was your clothes?
Just like we wear now.
Yeah?
You know, I saw 2 girls to college. Out of that little bit of money.
Out of $6 a week?
We saw 2 to school. That boy, Mama, she's a teacher. And Lula's a teacher. And Rita would have been a teacher, but she didn't want it. She wanted to get married. When they finished school, high school here, Abraham asked them, what y'all want to do? Go to college or go to the work? Rita said, I would go work. She working today.
Mm-hmm.
Lula said, I want to go to school, Papa. I want to go to college. Mary said, I want to go to college, Papa. Put them 2 girls to college.
On $6 a week.
Don't know how he done it, but he did it. You see, things back then weren't high as these nowadays. These people used to go buy grits. A packet of grits would be about that long for a dime. You won't get no grits now for no dime.
No ma'am. No ma'am. And meat? How much meat you could get?
Boy, I don't know how much a meat is getting, but it had meat. Chicken soup. I used to raise chicken.
Raise chickens?
I got chickens out there now and ducks. I always load them.
Yeah. But people mostly raise their stuff, right?
Sure did.
That's how they kind of got by.
Got by.
By raising their
In my garden, and my chicken, and bought no eggs. I had plenty of eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Kill a chicken anytime I get ready.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. When you first came in, y'all built the house. How big was it? Was it this big or?
No, it's not this big. I put it's been a room, and we put 2 rooms on this house since we moved in here. Them 2 rooms out there at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put this front porch on, screened it in. But this porch was just a porch. Just didn't have nothing right. You just sit out there in the opening.
Right.
So we turned it into a screen porch.
Mm-hmm.
We put that porch on, and then 2 rooms in the back. So my boys was getting big, then I had to put them in the back.
Right.
Since I've been in this house, I had 2 rooms put on and a screen porch.
So you had all 12 of your kids sleeping in one room?
No. I got a lot of rooms. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 rooms on this side.
Right.
I got 1 on that.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When my children got big enough, they went to getting out, getting grown, getting married. Then I took the girls' room from my bathroom.
Okay.
Turned that into a
Bathroom. Okay.
Sure did. So that's all I can tell you about that, Dick. I can remember anything.
And when y'all bought your first car,
Oh,
you remember?
I can't tell you, but I bought the first car, because I bought the first car before I leave Monticello, Florida.
Oh, you bought a car?
Yeah, we bought a car. We bought a Ford down here. My husband drove his Ford down here. Hudson Wake. When we wake up there.
Right.
Because there's a farm up there. And he drove his Ford down here. And I think Abraham was here about 2 or 3 years before he comes to straighten out, getting him some cars, some trucks. My husband had 4 trucks. He hired 4 boys.
Mm-hmm.
He know the hump then, D.
Yeah?
Stretch it out then. Buddy got his truck now. He used to ride around and look at his boys working.
Yeah?
Sure did. Abraham was blessed. He had 4 trucks. He had 3 trucks out, hauling 7.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting into where else want to get in. Buying what else want to buy.
Yeah?
And he bought that truck what Buddy got now.
Mm-hmm.
That truck, that was my husband riding boys. He'd ride from this field to that field. He didn't wait, man. He'd ride from field to field to see what the boys were doing with his trucks out there. Them boys used to hold Sarah up in the wash house.
It was a wash house up there.
You know the boy they called Philip down there in Midway? You don't know Philip.
No.
Philip used to be one of his drivers. And Bradley, got killed. That one of the boys got killed. And Minus in Ohio now. Them 3 boys was on these 3 trucks. Now he paid them boys off. But I couldn't tell you what he paid them now. But he paid them boys off. Every Friday he paid them boys off and parked his trucks out there. When I put that light out there, now I got to pay for that light. I got to pay for this and here and that and out there.
Right.
I put that light out there because somebody was messing with his trucks.
Right.
And he put that light out there. I didn't have no more trouble with the trucks. Somebody stealing gas out of his trucks. So we put that light out there. We stopped there. By he got a Mercury.
Mercury. Because I remember way back, people said that he was one of the only blacks who would have a car. That had a car back in them times.
Who, Abraham?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Abraham wasn't the only one. Somebody told you wrong.
Yeah.
Henry Burns had a car.
Henry Burns?
Yeah. Ida Burns' husband. You know her, don't you?
No.
You don't know her. That's over in Kansas side. Her husband had some nice car. Pastor. Let's see what that man was named. Reverend Robinson. He had a nice car over there. Come and some building up over there. He had a nice car.
But when y'all come down here, a lot of people had cars.
Yep.
Y'all probably one of the fortunate ones that had one, huh? When y'all come here in Midway.
Colored person.
Because no colored person had no cars back then.
Because there weren't many here, did the colored person had no car. There weren't many here. And Abraham brought him from up home. From Minnesota, Florida to Sanford. He brought a Ford car here, a little black Ford. I'll never forget it. He traded that Ford and he got another car. And he traded that and got this notch here. He would buy trucks. He loved his trucks. He was getting over the hump then. He was getting over the hump then.
Yeah.
And you know, he had all them houses built up there.
Right, that's right. That's right. He did have that up there. He built all them houses.
Built all them houses. Sure did.
Well, how you come into the little place that was up there?
He bought it. Bought it from Chase and Company.
Oh, Chase and Company owned the
Yes,
houses?
sir. Chase and Company had some salary up there. Chase and Company had that place up there. Oh, this is on now. He bought this place from a colored man. But Chase and Company was from the road. Oh, up there across the flower now. And Deacon Cofield asked him that he want to buy some more land. Because he didn't have enough in here. So when Abraham bought this piece of ground here, Molly McGill bought the next piece, see? Colored people on it. Well, and it's just cut off in here in this little acre.
Right.
Then Abraham wanted some more land. So Deacon Cofield said, I know where to get some. Chase and Company going to sell that place over there. Well, my husband was waiting for Chase and Company.
Right.
Well, when he found out he could buy that place, he bought 2 acres up there. So that run from that, before Dillon house there, James site, to the road.
Right.
Then he went to build his little house just for his rent. Then he come and faded. He really had 5 or 6 houses up there for rent.
Right. But Chase and Company used to own that part
Right, right. Chase and Company didn't have it because he was working with him. And he just worked right there with Chase and Company and paid for the place. Take so much money out of his money a week till he paid for his place. Then he went to build him some houses up there.
Oh. So Chase and Company was most of the owner of everything. You said a black man owned this back here?
Right.
What black man owned this?
He was named, let me see, could I tell you what that man named? What that man was named? I got his name right in there on my deed. I can't remember his name right now.
But he owned all this from him?
No, he is owned from here on back to the other high road. He has owned so much in here. The other part over there was a red tire.
Red tire on it.
Red tire back in there. Yeah. From Henry Fawcett on back red tire.
Right.
Oh dear. Oh boy, did I can remember he was thinking back over what had happened. Well, I know happened since I've been here. Yeah. Now, what else you want me to tell you?
Well,
That's about all of it.
that's all you know.
That's all I know. All I can remember. I look back. The cat was eating my cream. The cat had jumped on the table, eating my cream, and I'm cooking the bread, eating the cream. I didn't done nothing but just cut that cat and put that cat in the stove where I'm going to bake the bread at. Boys go eat and shut the door and build a fire in the stove.
And burn up the little cat?
Wait a minute. That cat hollered and then hollered and then hollered and then something said, turn him out. I opened the stove, I opened the door. And I opened the door. When I opened the door, the cat run out. The cat went to the woods. I ain't see that cat when that did this. Neither one of them. My mama knew her cat was baby, but didn't know what happened to her. She called that cat. She ain't seen the dead. I ain't seen them. So then, long time I told her. Mama said, I'm going to beat you. But she didn't beat me. She had laughed herself. I said, I've been eating my stuff before y'all come here, and she got very eating out. I put it in that stove.
Let's give her the cream off the milk.
She said, I noticed it never had no cream on that milk. She said, but I was wondering, what was I giving my cows wrong? I was eating it.
Well, the milk was...
Heavy cream. You know, you used to try and make butter.
Mm-hmm.
Make us own butter. You don't know about that.
No, ma'am.
We used to make us own butter. Like us buying butter at the store now, we didn't bought no butter. We made us butter. Mom Papa had a churn about that high.
Mm-hmm.
Mama would skim her milk and she'd have about 2 quarts of cream. She'd put that cream in some clam of milk. Boy, are you talking about something good, D? That's something good. That buttermilk. That buttermilk was good. And she'd churn it. Sometimes Mama would take butter out there, look like that much of butter. Wash that butter and put a little salt in it, just like that butter in there.
Wash the butter? What you mean wash the butter?
Wash the butter with water. Water won't melt butter, D. Water won't melt that butter, D. You can melt that butter in there and put some water in, and I bet you it's going to wash it away. Try it. You can melt you a stick of butter and put some water in, and I bet you it's going to wash it away. That butter going to still be in that water.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And just add salt to it.
Mm-hmm. And that was the best eating butter and thing you want to eat in your life. And I think Buddy done a cat like that, or a dog or something. Buddy done something like I done. Something Buddy done with a cat or a dog or something. And I ain't see him no more. He done it to me. Right here this time. He like that, but I don't know what it was, a cat or something Buddy done. And I ain't see him no more. I fixed that cat. Mama go out there and call the cat, and I just died laughing. I said, he go to the woods, get my cream, I fixed his tail. Long after a while, I got a big old girl, I told her.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I'm going to beat you. And she had laughed herself. She said, I had an idea you done something to that cat. But I opened that stove door, he hit the door. And deep down the woods he had me. Oh, Jesus. But one thing I done, Dick, I got to beat you. I reckon might be. Ain't going back now. My daddy with me. Papa had grind cane. Used to make us own syrup. And Papa had a barrel of syrup. And he had 2 stoppers in it. And he had a big old log laid down just like this. And when you get ready for syrup, when you eat some syrup, you turn the barrel and let the syrup leak out. You turn your barrel and you open this first stopper. And your syrup, you get too much of syrup, turn the barrel back up.
Right.
Dick, I would turn that barrel down and that barrel fell and I couldn't get it up. And I didn't have, I hold my hand over the thing and didn't have something up to get a rag or stopper. And every time I move my hand, the syrup come out. Every time so I just let it all come out. I said, no, my daddy gonna kill me tonight. All that syrup was over that floor and Papa come. He had been somewhere. Papa walked in there, he said, Doc, look at this floor. The Papa's barrel turned over. He said, you turned it over. I said, Papa, I didn't turn that barrel over. He said, I'm going to beat you for lying. He said, I ain't going to beat you because the syrup leaves. Because you couldn't hit it because you didn't have syrup. You couldn't get them too heavy for you. He said, well, I will beat you for lying. My daddy with me here. My mama had taken my coat off there and put grease on my back. My daddy with me that day. I wasted all of his syrup. I'm making candy. Syrup candy. Still, I'm making syrup candy. You know what children ain't like it was when I was coming up? Children now, young people had dope and stuff. We weren't that kind of stuff. I guess we didn't have stuff like that. Kill chicken? Kill little chicken and pick them and cook them. You motherfuckers come here. Dirty fellow.
What?
What? When they go to church on a Sunday, now mama done cook. Us done that. We're just that greedy. Put the hot water on the gum.